for Fernie folk rockers Shred Kelly. It all began at a local jam session at the Brick House back in 2009.
Tim had written a collection of songs and said, oh, I need a bass player and some backup vocals would be great. We got offered to open for a band, and then after that we had so much fun that we thought, let's keep building on this.
Their aggressive sound is what they describe as stoke folk.
High energy, makes you dance, sort of electric charged folk music.
We were always saying folk rock, but then at the end of each show the bars would be like, oh, that was a little more high energy than your average folk rock bands.
In early 2015, the quintet released their third album, Sing to the Night. Recorded with Juno Award-winning producer John Critchley, the record takes the band in a slightly different direction.
With this album, it was a lot more collaborative, so we did a lot of writing as a group, and then, of course, individually we all would bring sort of different ideas.
The sound of it was a bit of an evolution of where we've been heading for the last couple of albums, sort of adding more traditional rock instrumentation to our traditional folk sound.
The title track included a fun music video, which was even named Video of the Year at the 2015 Western Canadian Music Awards held in Victoria.
There's a day called Hot Dog Day in Fernie, and everybody gets dressed in their 80s ski gear, and it's a huge party on the hill. And so we kind of took inspiration from that.
I sing to the walls, I sing to the night, I squint my eyes in the morning light.
It's one of those fast foot stomping songs that starts with the banjo and then it ends in a giant crescendo. And that's kind of the story of our life in Fernie. We're all inspired by this wonderful little outdoor community. And you can feel it in the song for sure.
In early 2016, the band would venture overseas for the first time, playing a series of shows in Germany, a tour they're calling a success.
I think Germans in general, they just really appreciate live music. And it doesn't matter if it's a Sunday or a Tuesday with work the next day. Everybody just goes out, they're really interested in seeing new acts.
All of our shows, everyone was really just really enthusiastic and really supportive, and so we just had such a warm reception. It's just really cool for us because we all have always hoped that music would allow us to travel, and we've gotten to see pretty much every crevice of Canada, but now it's really cool that our music is taking us elsewhere.
In case you're wondering what the band's name is all about, it's inspired by Australian folk legend Ned Kelly and was coined by former guitarist Steve Paulett, an Australian.
They played a show up at the ski hill in Fernie, and the newspaper came out and said, what's your band name? And at the time it was their very first show and they didn't have a band name, and Steve said, Shred Kelly.
It definitely connects with Australians. They often ask if that is like the connection with Ned Kelly, and it absolutely is.
Shred Kelly's next release is slated for sometime in 2017 as the group plans to head back into the studio in November to begin recording new material. For Go in Cranbrook, I'm James Fernie.